what's up?
Welcome back to FAB with
Matt?
Oh, I don't even know I'm here anymore.
FAB with Dennis. New name.
Hey, how you been?
Yeah, good man. Good. Just, playing a little bit of FAB. Definitely enjoyed some Mistveil in Japan. That was a lot of fun. You really should have been there, man. It was...
no one offered to buy me a ticket. So, next time. How did you do?
Great overall. Great experience.
Yeah.
I got to talk about FAB.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun.
Oh, that was great commentary.
Thank you. No, it was ton of fun.
Yeah.
Really enjoyed doing that. Probably even more than playing, to be completely honest. So, but also like the whole premiere, especially like the night before and stuff, like opening the packs for the first time and stuff. It was a ton of fun. Yeah. Honestly, it's the best tournaments. Literally the best tournaments in FAB are when you only seen the cards, for a day or whatever.
Yeah. Oh, so jealous. And as I said on Twitter, Matt, I think you've got a real future in casting.
Oh.
We've got a big tournament coming up here. I reckon you should. Put on the gloves for that one.
Yeah, you reckon I should cast New Zealand now?
Yeah, please. Listen, if you're hiring a caster, don't want to embarrass yourself in the actual tournament, right?
Oh, yeah. Fair enough. I'm a little bit washed up. Maybe casting is just the way let these young up and comers take the title.
We got to have a fair fight. Speaking of Nats coming up, a new set. How have you found everything so far? Limited, constructed?
Yeah, I think, Limited, the new set is just a ton of fun. Yeah. I'm really, really enjoying drafting. I've done a load of drafts. I'm comfortable on all three heroes. I feel like there's quite a lot to it, and it's quite interesting, and it kind of goes some ways that a lot of draft formats don't go, and they've solved a lot of problems with, it being 30 cards, taking away a lot of the fatigue element and having blues that are actually good.
Yeah.
So, loving the draft format.
Yeah. No, I agree. Yeah, having blues that are actually good, that's such a good point. Like, you draft a deck, you're like, no, I have 18 blues, and you're like, wait, I can actually...
Yeah, I can actually do all of these things with them. These blues are like good value.
Yeah, I have to like relearn the game.
Yeah, constructed on the other hand. Constructed's fine. Yeah. I am enjoying constructed. I like that Dash is viable again. It hasn't been for a little while, and it's always fun when Dash is viable, either playing with it or playing against it. For me, I really just enjoy Dash games in general. I think Zen is a little good though, and that's frustrating me a bit. Is like, do I play Zen and do I just focus all in on this power and just play this like super aggressive combo style deck, which isn't my style, or do I find something that can handle it? And to be honest, very few things I've tested can go toe to toe with it. Yeah, and that's frustrating.
Yeah, I agree. Because sometimes you just can't do anything, right?
Yeah,
You think you're doing well, and you just die.
Yeah, you're like 20 life ahead, and then they just do this like ridiculous 30-something damage turn, and all of a sudden like you're on the back foot, or like or they just start off while you're ahead, and then you're like kind of in the abyss for the rest of the game. There's not enough catch-up mechanism in the other heroes to be able to come back from such a massive turn, a 30-something damage turn early in the game.
So we're going to be seeing Matt Rogers on Zen.
I don't know about that. I definitely haven't gone that far as to like, alright, I'm just going to play it. But it's a serious consideration.
Okay. Yeah, no, I think everyone's kind of got that same thought in their head. It's like, do I play this hero or do I try to beat this hero?
But ultimately, I'm looking for USA Nats to kind of give us the roadmap and give us the potential solutions that I haven't found.
Yeah, please. So you can show us something, because I can't solve this format.
Yeah, that's where I'm at as well. I'm kind of sitting there with a prayer on, come on, big. Big guns, big brains in the US. Figure this out for me.
Yeah. Turns out Vincent wasn't as good as I thought.
Oh, it wasn't?
I mean. Yes, I thought I had a hero just locked after the last stuff with Matt. But,
apparently.
Set came out, I was like,
I thought you were super excited when the set was coming out. You said that Vincent got exactly what it wanted.
I did. It just Zen and Enigma. I mean, it's good into Enigma, but Zen exists, so you can't really do anything.
Yeah. How's the new matchup?
As Vin said,
Yeah.
I haven't played it.
Oh, you haven't played it? Oh, okay.
Well,
so you were lying to everybody.
No, I
that.
tried.
Just
I
fully
tried. I played
psyops.
like 10 games into none of the new heroes, and then I saw what Zen could do, and I was like,
I
okay,
can't beat
never
this.
mind. Yeah, never mind. Yeah, and then just started drafting instead. I mean, on
Yeah.
Nationals was like 3 rounds of CC on day 1, 6 rounds of draft. So I'm like, you have to weigh up your time, probably. What, 2
Draft
days
is
later,
pretty important just to make day 2. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Which is why we're making this FAB.
Yeah.
Looking at this
We're gonna help all of our competition.
Yeah, exactly. Or psyops them.
Oh, so, okay.
Matt Rogers special. You heard it here first.
Oh, yeah.
Just kidding. But if we were the first Nats, like USA Nats, so this weekend, what hero would you be picking up?
Right now, KO.
KO, yeah.
I would play KO if New Zealand Nats was tomorrow. Yes, I would play KO.
Yeah.
I think KO is a really good deck. I've come up with quite a decent plan into Zen, but it still doesn't feel like favoured over a long set. So it's like kind of like, but I've got pretty good plans into most of the other decks.
Okay.
So I'd be comfortable enough to play KO, but truthfully, I don't think it's there yet, and I'm really hoping US Nats kind of shows me some other way.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. Oh, exciting.
I don't feel confident. If my opponent sits down from me and reveals Zen, I don't feel confident. And that's not where I want to be. So I'm hoping US Nats gives me some sort of tech and some hero so that I'd feel confident.
Yeah. Praise.
Yeah.
Cool. So.
Well, you can't ask me.
Really trying. I was like, no one's gonna. No, okay. Fine.
If New Zealand Nats was tomorrow, honestly speaking, what hero?
If
would
it was
play?
tomorrow,
just
because of how little CC I played, I would be picking up Victor.
I just stay in.
Yeah. We just we never change. I did play a few games. I thought it was completely dead as a hero.
Yeah.
To be fair, and then I played the new card and I got through my.
Oh, Goldman Estate. That card's very good.
And the next turn I played CNC Pummel for 13, and I was like, wait a minute, this is kind of fun. It's a bit addictive, but then you still have the same problems, as a hero. And New Illusionist, Kano's as good as ever, so I've heard.
Yeah.
So, it really depends. But if it was tomorrow, I'll pick up Victor. Good thing we got a few weeks.
Thank God, right? I think it's a bit of a hard life as a Victor at the moment, to be honest. I can name. I'm pretty sure I can name more bad matchups than good. In this format.
So please, USA Nats, Michael Fang, Charles Dunn, someone, Guardian Nerd.
Figure it out.
Figure it out so I can play this hero. Okay.
I mean, to be honest, I'd love to play Victor as well. If they figured something out that turned like at least some or most of those matchups good. I love Victor. I love Guardian. I'd play it. I'd get on it.
Like, it's like hypothetically you're good into Ninja, like Zen. But then again, what can you do when they present 50, right? Yeah,
exactly. I mean, like, you're probably Zen's hardest matchup. I think from the Zen side, what I least want to see is Victor. Mm-hmm. But as you say, still sometimes you just do a couple of ridiculous turns in a game and you just kill them. So
it really reminds me of this, like, that first month of Stubby's Spy, and I was playing Oldham, and I was like, stalagmite, and then they're like 50, and I'm like, oh, never mind. Go on then.
Man, Stubby's was a card.
Same kind of vibes. Yeah, cool. Anyway, we're going to get into a bit of draft. So
as promised, this episode we're going to go through 2 full drafts. Mm-hmm. So my full draft and your full draft, and kind of discuss every thought and every decision throughout the drafting process and how we come to the decks.
And I think for this particular draft we were seated next to each other. So I was passing to, so Matt was on my left, so I was passing to Matt on pack 1, and then
I was passing you pack 2, and you were passing me again pack 3.
We won't spoil too much of it, but while we're here, just before we get started, you were on Arsenal Passes episode about drafting already, so I want to dive too much deeper. They can, we can refer you to our friends.
Over in Arsenal Pass. There was a bit of stuff about draft there.
But top level, like, if you had to get 3 tips for this draft format, what would it be?
Care a lot about your blues. Mm-hmm. Don't leave equipment too late. Mm-hmm. Don't go into pack 3 with no equipment. And be very mindful about what like what is going on at the table and what people are gonna take, and sort of what your late picks tell you.
Yeah. Cool. And do you have a favorite hero out of the three?
Yeah, probably Zen.
Yeah. Zen Forcer.
Oh yeah.
We've done a few drafts together, and I don't think I've ever seen Matt not on Zen. So.
Well, I played Enigma like in the last draft with you.
Only because you had to. So everyone, New Zealand Nats, if you sit on the right of Matt, just spams in.
Yeah, cut me out.
Yeah, no, this is a reverse sub, so I'm actually helping you.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
All right, and with that, we're gonna cut to the draft video.
Let's do it.
Cool. Cold foil.
Never lucky.
Never lucky, honestly. Okay, so pack one, pick one. Things I'm looking out for are either cards to help me really stay open, or just strong power card and sending a good signal.
Yeah, and we're seeing both of that in this pack.
Yeah. First glance before I take any cards. What would you do here?
What would I do? Well, I think Waxing Spectre is a very powerful card. Or you can stay... There's two cards that kind of help you stay open, right? Homage and Battlefront. So I think it's between those three cards for me.
Yeah, so those are the exact three cards I had in mind. I think I had a pretty hard time deciding between that homage to Ancestors, the Ancestors card. As you see, I'm doing here, bring it up to the front, and Waxing Spectre. I think at the end of the day, I just decided that Waxing Spectre is too strong of a card. Even if I'm not an illusionist, I'm happy to just take that away from someone else.
Yeah, I think I'm definitely slamming Waxing Spectre in this pack. You're not passing any other good illusionist cards as well, and you're passing like decent. You're passing like a new equipment, and you're passing a combo Zen card that's probably going to be taken pretty quickly.
Yeah.
So I think it's a really good spot to take illusionist.
Yeah, exactly. I think with this, I can guarantee that out of the next three people, at least one of them is going to be assassin, at least one of them is going to be ninja.
Yeah.
So I'm in a pretty good spot.
Yeah.
And now we just pray that our right hasn't had the same idea.
Yeah, hasn't also taken a Waxing Spectre. Yeah. How many times does that happen? I've had that happen so many times. Yeah.
So I think immediately I open this up and I look at the hay shelter and I'm pretty happy. I can see that pretty much all the commons are still in here.
Yeah,
I think
it doesn't look like they've taken a class common, yeah.
Yeah, I believe it's an equipment that's missing.
Yeah.
Which, to be honest, I was a little bit scared of because one of the best equipment is the Illusionist Arms.
Illusionist Arms, yeah, that's the earliest pack equipment.
Yeah, I almost... other than the ninja legs and maybe the assassin legs. But
I still don't find those are taken very early.
Exactly.
Whereas the arms, I just never pass if I'm like illusionist.
Yeah.
Or just in general, to be honest, I take it like first pick. I take arms a lot.
Yeah. So I take the hay shelter here.
Yeah.
But keeping in mind that my right might have taken the illusionist arms.
Yeah.
And
you're passing a couple of really strong assassin cards here. How does that kind of work into your thoughts?
Yeah, like I've already passed a rousing wave the previous pack.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty much never going to go assassin here unless I get hard cut. And I essentially want to pivot and suicide bomb this draft.
Yeah. Okay.
Which I try not to do. I'm a good man of good trade relations.
Good trade relations, yeah, okay. Sending and receiving good signals. And
scratch your back, you scratch mine.
Together, yeah, all right.
And then we'll just test it out.
Team player Dennis.
Exactly. Right. And in the end, it'll just be a skill game.
So what do you like here between, I see there's a Bastion in the pack, which I think if you're illusionist, you're going to rate that quite highly.
100%.
And Homage.
Yeah, those are my two choices, but Homage is just in my opinion, the best.
It's the best one,
the
right?
best transcend, yeah. I think in Illusionist, you can argue that Drop in the Ocean is pretty good.
Yeah.
And here, getting these two assassin equipment pieces, I'm not. I have a slight thought, like, do I not? But because I pass such strong assassin cards.
You've kind of built up a lot of people to fight with now.
Exactly. And if I pass these two down, I may even get the person next to my left to pivot to assassin as well. So 2 down, which is going to be a really good spot for me in pack 2.
Yeah.
And
I mean, the illusionist cards are still in this pack, so you're not getting any sort of signal out of illusionist yet. So
yeah, like just a blue 3 block is fine here.
Yeah, so you're considering blue 3 block. Are you considering the chi card or the defense react?
Probably considering defense react here.
Yeah.
And I think I'll probably take the defense react if I'm seeing. Yeah, I was just double checking there that there were no illusionist cards missing.
Yeah.
And there is one of each other class missing, which puts me in a fantastic spot.
Exactly where you want to be. Yeah.
Like I'm
be happier.
slamming illusionist every card from now. Like even if someone pivots, my deck is going to be strong enough.
Yeah. Okay. So interesting here. You get past a red hex.
Yeah, but same thought as before. I think it's too late for me to pivot.
Yeah, you've given way too much assassin on.
Yeah,
you do. It does seem like you're getting signaled into assassin though, right?
Yeah,
but you've seen an assassin card be taken, so you're sort of in the same minds that it could just be really powerful assassin packs.
Exactly, and here I've got equipment and drop an ocean, which I mentioned before.
Yeah,
I actually really like the red solitary thing as well. But I don't think it's as good as just either taking equipment piece early
or dropping the ocean's pretty good in illusionist.
Yeah, 100%.
But like I mean, so you take the drop here, so you're up to two chi cards, two transcend, which is good spot early on.
Yeah, I think,
how many are you looking for?
In illusionist, I'm probably looking for about 5. I think minimum 4. 2, 6 max. I don't like any more than that. Yeah.
Yeah. So 5's your sweet
good
spot.
It depends what they are as well. Like if it's all homages and drops, I'm happy with
that.
Yeah,
you're happy to play 6 if it's 3 of each of those.
Yeah. But if it's like the +1 or whatever, I'm not too stoked on that. Here I get a red haze shelter. This is pick like 6 or something.
Yeah, that is a pretty late red haze shelter.
Yeah.
That's a huge signal.
And I'm just cheering all the way to the back, I think. I'm definitely in the right seat. I might be one at this point, potentially still the only committed illusionist.
Yeah,
potentially.
I can see that. I mean, surely somebody committed to illusionist in the sort of seats passing to you there would take a red haze.
100%.
There was still equipment in the pack, so they haven't taken the arm piece. There's the other illusionist common. There could have been a third illusionist common, but most likely it seems like a couple of people passing to you aren't in that class.
100%. And again, 2 illusionist commons here. Given they're not great, I'm surprised to see Gravekeeping red still here. Again, signaling that Assassin is kind of open too, which we kind of already knew.
Yeah.
But, I'll toss up between the Gravekeeping, but this blue defense react is just way too strong in Enigma. I think if I was forcing Enigma, this is a card I've taken pick my pack 1 before.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, you think it's that good?
I just think it's that good in terms of like your transcend, and you can always get value off it.
Yeah. Gravekeeping, I think, is one of the better rares in this set, though, as well. I think, and obviously it's at its worst in Enigma, so you're kind of happy to pass it.
Yeah.
But
it's still like not terrible.
Yeah.
You know, you have some off turns you just go shield into 5. You know.
Okay, so another transcend card, another equipment, and another bastion.
So this is, I believe, 1 pack before the wheel. So this will be the pack that you open, Matt. Yeah. And okay, now we know we're not the only illusionist, which breaks our dreams a little bit. But I'm so happy to see the legs. The legs, I think, best in slot for illusionist. Just the prevent one. So take that early. Make sure
I've definitely found an illusionist other than the arms piece. I just want prevent ones.
Yeah,
that's so strong. 100%. Like just Kikois. Like I don't really care too much for the other equipment.
Yeah, and this is my wheel.
Yeah.
The other illusionist common is gone, but
because it was 3 illusion. Oh no, it was 2 illusionists. You took the wax inspector, and then there was a blue.
I think it was a blue something. I can't remember what it was.
Yeah.
But this blue rare is pretty good.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's a blue block 3. It costs 0 to play. It's
with upside, what can you ask for? I am just doing a little bit of calculations in terms of the assassin cards there.
Yeah.
Just pulling the 2 commons to the front to see how many play as I put it assassin.
Yeah. How many pick the pieces you got to hate this
yeah, exactly. And here I'm just taking whatever's available. I'm going to take the 3 block here, I think.
Yeah, blue block 3, surely. The block 2s are like fine, but just not good enough, I'd say.
And I think there's also like small little upsides in the terms of people on your left getting an unplayable class card as their last pick, as opposed to even like passing them a blue blanche. It obviously is better than a non-playable.
Yeah.
I think here, I'm pretty happy with just a blue spectral.
Yeah.
Like it's playable. It'll make the deck most of the time.
And this is pretty nice to see, right?
Yeah.
So it's surely at that pack where you realise like there's probably only one other illusionist in this table. Yeah.
And I get the
and
red
then this
solitary,
solidifies it.
I was like, I like this card, and it wheels.
Yeah.
Really happy with that big one.
So basically best possible.
Yeah.
Like you're in a seat where the 2 people passing to you aren't illusionists, and there's probably only one other illusionist at the table, so you're in the 2-off seat.
Yeah, and as we're reviewing picks, like I'm already really happy with the card quality. That's the other thing. Like sometimes you could be like 1 of 2, but then like the packs just suck.
Yeah.
You're like, oh. But here we've got a couple of Haze Shelters, Waxing Spectre, like blue Derag, 2 premium Transcend cards already, and like League Piece. Pretty set for the rest of the draft, I think.
Yeah, so you just really want to see the arm piece now.
Yeah.
And then, maybe a couple more Waxing Spectres.
Yeah, it would be nice.
Manifestations.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, on to pack 2. We're going to speed it up to 1.5 speed because we do have 2 drafts to get through.
Yeah.
Don't want to take up people's whole evenings. All right, what are you looking at?
I see the red Waning Vengeance. Probably spamming that, just taking a look at what else is there. I really like 0 for 4s in this format, but I don't think it's that good in Enigma.
Yeah.
So I'm just seeing if I want to take it from someone else, but Waning Vengeance is pretty good.
Yeah, Waning Vengeance is very premium. Do you think there's a good table card here?
I'm trying to table this Moon Chakra. It'll be very ambitious. I'm pulling out the Bastion as well because hopefully I'm thinking that might wheel.
There did seem to be a lot of very good cards in that pack, so it's not like completely out of the question that you might wheel one of these.
Yeah. I think I'll get a good card from there, like whether it's just a blue 3 block or an actual playable. And the pack that I am going to receive when you finally make your pick, Matt, is from you. So here I'm going to find out what you're in, hopefully.
Yeah.
So I'm pulling class cards to the front. By the way, when I draft, I like to pull all the class commons to the front. Put the foils and the rares to the back, just an easy way to distinguish. So I see...
Don't know about you, but I only see 1 ninja card.
Yeah. You don't really have to tell me. Like, as I said, Matt Rogers, Zen Forcer. I kind of expected it. No, but I mean, I know you're probably... You know, being a good player, you would have read my signal. You're definitely not an illusionist.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you first picked a Waxing Spectre.
Exactly. And I was cutting you pretty hard.
Yeah.
Here, I just take the Kikoi we talked about before. Like, we just want to prevent ones.
You just want to sort out your equipment early so that you're not scrambling for a pack 3.
Exactly. So at this point, I know you're in Zen. That's good information, and I'm just trying to get any other information on.
How much value do you think it is to, on pack 2, take a class common to show the person that's passing to you what class you are?
I think it's not as important as pack 1, obviously. It's sometimes I even want to withhold that information for a little bit.
Yeah, so that they don't hate draft you too much. Yeah.
But if there's a strong card, like I took the Waning Vengeance, I don't mind just telling them straight away.
Yeah. What are you thinking here?
I'm thinking there's not that strong of an illusionist card, so do I just want to up my chi count, get those in early, and make sure I've got enough?
Yeah.
So yes, I have had drafts where I've been chi starved as Enigma, playing like three chi and just like ugh.
Yeah, the yellow Blanche seems pretty average.
Yeah.
Like that is not an incredible card, so but I mean it's fine, but yeah, it's probably just worth taking the chi.
Exactly. Yeah, I think about the Blanche just because I have 0 attacks so far.
Yeah.
Just if I wanted to kind of bulken up my...
And you're drafting the Toxic Aura deck. Who cares about attacks? Attack with permanence.
Yeah, there's not much in this pack for me. I think I do think about hating the red emblem. But yeah, I think or
it's
blue.
Very good with pick the pieces versus you.
Yeah.
Like nimblism, pick the pieces is kind of the thing you don't want to see.
Or even just Zen going wide.
Yeah.
Like a H nimble strike into and you're like, oh, I can't protect my board. I think I get a little bit greedy. It's the same as what I said before because I don't have any attacks. I take the Tidal Surge, which probably should just take the blue 3 block there. But I'm like, I'm greedy.
I think personally I would have taken the nimblism, to be honest with you. Yeah. I think it's worth. I think that card is good enough that it's worth giving up a pretty average pick. Yep. And you're most likely in a 2 of illusionist seat, so I feel like you're not going to be starved for playables.
Yeah, 100%. I agree with that. Looking back, that's what I should have done. Now here, I take the
great blue block through.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly what you want. Yeah.
Here, get a. I think I take the dense blue mist from here, which is also it's fine against both of the other classes. Well, against all the other, against everyone.
Yeah,
actually.
well, you can just leave it into your arsenal until they have a 5 card turn or whatever, right? And then it can be quite good.
Yeah. And 2 floating, there's a lot you can do.
Do you like it in the mirror as well?
Sometimes if they've had a wide board, like early on, and
that's the only way to kind of protect your auras. Interesting. Yeah, I've never played it in the mirror, so
like I mean, it is a majestic. I haven't had enough practice with the card, but I'm just guessing. Yeah, here I see a helmet. I'm like, slam.
That's your last equipment, right?
No, I still need the arms.
Oh, you still need the arms. That's right. Yeah, you haven't had arms.
We haven't seen one. I'm panicking.
Pretty important.
Yeah. Take the headpiece. Like, I mean, this headpiece is good. Like, as we said before, maybe we just want the quell. The prevent one. But, I mean, that's good enough. And I like having ways to pitch into on your opponent's turn to pitch a blue for things like.
So you got the best blue block 3 again here. Yeah. What was the consideration? Were you considering hating there?
No, I think just taking the good blue block 3. Also, I've got no astral etchings. Yep. Also, the card we thought that did wheel, and here I really liked Wash Away. Like I love that card in Enigma. So I'm so happy to see that. Yeah, pretty mid.
And they wheel a lot as well.
Exactly.
It's interesting
because it's not good in any other class.
Yeah, exactly. So is that a red? The assassin card?
It's a yellow. So I've got 3 yellows in this pack.
Oh yeah, so bunch of bananas.
Yeah. Here, actually, take the yellow Waning Vengeance. There's some use for it.
It's also I found it to be quite a good sideboard card for the mirror.
Exactly.
That's the main thing I take it for. Yeah.
I agree. Yeah. And here I took the blue Waning Vengeance. It just again has use cases. Yeah. I actually bring it into I think assassin just because it eats 2 daggers.
Getting the blue blanche there
is
great for you, right?
Exactly.
Like you're pretty happy to see that.
Another playable.
Another block 3. Yeah.
Don't know if it makes the cut. I think at this point we've got 3 Transcend cards. We've got all our equipment except arm piece, and pretty solid reds. The power level of this pack 2 is definitely a lot lower than pack 1.
Yeah, I can see that. Significantly lower.
Yeah, but I'm not too sad. We've got defense react. We've got one of the prevent 3s.
So what are you looking for out of pack 3? Obviously the arm piece, but other than that,
I'm looking for ways to create spectral shields other than pitching chi or making counters. So astral etchings in any color and spectral manifestations in red, maybe yellow.
Actual etchings is the one that puts
counters on. Yeah. The ones that I think I've got 2 blues, but I really want
a red.
Yeah.
Okay.
And maybe some bastions.
Okay. Fair enough. That kind of keeps things around.
Yeah. Cool. So that was pack 2. Let's move on to pack 3.
All
right. Final pack.
Here we go. Arm piece one time.
One time. Cold foil one time. Just a crouching tiger. What are we looking for? Heavy. That's not what we want. Blanche red is a great card though.
Yeah, you got an actual exchange, but it's not a red one.
Yeah.
You got a legendary.
Yeah, well, not from me. This was my box. I think
somebody else gave it to you. Yeah, that's right. I remember that.
Of course, it's my box. We have a good draft, right?
Yeah.
Just stacked it. I'm thinking the Transcend card, but red Blanche is just too good.
Red Blanche is just incredible. It's very hard to pass that card, right? Like you'd probably pass it for another Wax Inspector, or
maybe
not even.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. So
in this case, because I'm very low on attacks.
You don't have any.
Yeah.
Well, I guess you have a blue blanche.
Yeah. I use mono blanche gaming.
Yeah. Hey, it's not a bad way to game.
Yeah. I think nothing too good in this pack. Probably take a chi card.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about taking this pouncing chi, knowing you're on my left.
Okay. Yeah. Fair enough. Get me.
Yeah.
Just so that you can rub it in the video later.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I'm so smart.
Yeah.
I see. I'm really, really tanking on this.
I mean, it's a fair consideration. You have a lot of playables.
Yeah.
Like, you don't need that many things. You don't really need the chi.
Yeah. I think because I was only on 3 chi and homage is the best one. I think if it was anything other than homage, I would have.
No other transcend card over that, right? Yeah.
Yeah. I would have hated it. And here I'm like, oh, assassin cards.
Yeah,
and,
and not getting the arm piece or good red illusionist cards really. Yeah.
Here I really want the evasive leap. I think.
Yeah.
But as I said, I've only got a blue spectral manifestations.
Yeah, you're a little short.
Yeah, so I can't remember what I take. But if I take the spectral here, it's like a really
I think I take the spectral. Yeah, I think
I
take the yellow manifestation.
Yeah.
I think your deck really needs it. Yeah.
It's like a psi pick. Like.
Yeah. Oh, well, but there you go. You're happier now.
Rewarded. Yeah. Good trade relations paying off as always.
Fair enough.
Yeah, knowing our right, we've scratched their back.
You're not passing any good ninja cards in this pack.
Because I think my right was also a ninja. So you're kind of sandwiched. Yeah.
Yeah. That's
here's the
okay. Interesting. What are you picking?
Okay, so I tanked on this forever. We're watching 1.5 times speed, so I'm not sure if the timing will translate. I was counting, will this arm piece wheel? Because I know I'm one of two illusionists. So if the other illusionist already has arms, they're not going to pick it. It's just a matter of does everyone else's deck suck it enough that they're not going to hate it?
They're not going to hate it. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think I come to a conclusion that the answer is there's a slim chance that it will, and I really need astral etchings as well.
Yeah.
So I get a bit greedy. And I'm pretty sure...
You count it out?
Yeah. So our video's lagging a bit, guys.
I mean, I love these spots. Yeah. I commentated one of these spots at the thing, at the call-in as well, of a player considering whether he can table the other equipment piece because there was so few new drafters fighting for it, and he successfully, he ended up deciding to take the more powerful non-equipment and was successful and actually managed to table the equipment that he wanted. Yeah. So I do love these spots, and I think that when you're one of two illusionists, the other decks are probably scrambling for playables more because they're one of threes. So I think this is a really smart one to pass this and try to table it.
Yeah, so I do end up going for the astral etchings. We'll see if it pays off later, but the thought is there.
Yeah.
It's what as you can see, it's not a slam dunk. I need the arms. I'm gonna take the arms.
Yeah. Well, arms was the main thing. I mean, both of those were the main things you were looking for in this pack. Yeah. But yeah, it's got to be
just unfortunate
so
they came in the same
pack.
Yeah. You're like, why couldn't it come in this one? But even here, like the red body aura or the red.
Yeah, I see you considering that quite a lot. Yeah. So do you rate the red body one quite highly then? Or is it just your specific deck?
I think I didn't in this draft, but I've learned recently, having played a lot of Zen recent drafts, that aura is broken.
Yeah.
At that point, I was kind of like, I don't know how good this is. But I think if I drafted Enigma again, I would be picking that way higher.
So you think, in retrospect, you would have taken it, like, if the draft was at Nationals, you'd be taking that over the Haze Shelter?
Oh, yeah, 100%. Yeah. I think this is the pack that you opened, Matt, maybe? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah, I think it is. Because I remember on that pack being like, I think I could table this Blessing of Ki.
Yeah, and I look at this Blessing of Ki, and then I think I look left at you.
and
then I'm like, I kind of need the Spectral, but Blessing of Ki is too strong of a card. And also knowing you need this card, and there's nothing really else for you here.
You just want to own me on the video again.
It's
Yeah.
not,
It's definitely correct. It's 100% correct to take that here. Yeah. And I think that's what people need to, like, I think that's what this format is very different to heavy hitters and other formats where you could play more than 30 cards, is that it is correct to hate a lot more often now.
Yeah, 100%. And here I see yellow Astral Etchings and the Wash Away. Now going back, I kind of wish I took the arm piece, because I'm getting at least the yellow Astral Etchings here.
Yeah.
But you know, hindsight's whatever number.
2020.
Yeah, 2024 now. And now I'm just tanking between the Wash Away and the Astral Etchings. Again, I don't know how many of these I need, but I've got quite a few defense reacts already. Yeah, and here there's nothing really that good for me. I'm just thinking, what card will you need?
Yeah, fair enough.
So yeah, take the chess piece there.
Yeah. And is there any matchup where you would board the chess piece in over the Kikoi?
Probably not. I think the Kikoi is just way too strong to protect your board. Yeah. If the question was like the 1 health one, prevent 4 versus the what is it, the kimono?
Yeah.
Maybe in the mirror I will do I'll play the kimono instead.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Kikoi is where you want to be.
Yeah.
So you're just deciding to hate pick versus a droplet versus a block 3 blue.
Yeah, and I think I'd droplet, you know, in a lot of decks is a 0 for 4.
Yeah, well also you play quite a bit of transcend cards as well.
Yeah. So I think
so you're actually trying to cast your blues.
Exactly.
Like going homage, play out your turn and then droplet is a very real possibility in your deck.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And here second to last pack, I'm just like, do I ever play this versus does Matt need a blue? That's it.
Yeah, fair enough.
I mean, like, probably you're getting nothing out of this.
Alright, so this is the draft where you got to own me over and over and over.
Yeah, key learnings, just own Matt.
Yeah.
No, and you can see I got punished by not having an arm piece in the end.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a real punish because I really needed that Astral Etchings.
I mean, I agree with the pick. I would have picked the actual etchings in that spot as well. I think there's a decent chance that the other illusionist already has their arm piece, or if they don't, have another arm piece and it's not worth them upgrading.
Yeah.
There was enough good other cards in the pack that they may take a good card over upgrading their arm piece. So I think your chances of tabling it aren't terrible. People are possibly going to hate it, but when the other two classes are both the 3 ofs at the table, they're much less likely to hate it.
Yeah, I agree. But yeah, that was rough. Pretty strong deck.
Yeah,
overall.
yeah, looked very, very good. Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what you pulled together.
Yeah, well, I mean, I had somebody hating me pretty hard, so you know.
Yeah, no, but you're right. What an interesting format. Like my two, you know, like for example, taking that Blessing of Ki is this draft format is just so interesting because of the card limit.
Yeah, I think as I said, 100%. I would have done that in your spot as well, which is quite interesting because in most previous formats, I think that type of pick just isn't correct.
Yeah.
Giving up a card that you would play in your deck for a hate pick hasn't been correct in too many FAB draft formats, if that hate pick isn't like a bomb.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
And Blessing isn't way up there, right?
Exactly.
Like they table, you know, plenty of times. So.
Yeah, it's not like Bright Lights. At that point, I'm like trying to get my 40th playable.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm like, oh, please. We're going to move on to Matt's POV now.
All right, let's see what happens for me.
All right. On to Matthew Rogers' POV.
All right, any cold foil? No good.
Never lucky.
For you though, it's your box.
Yeah. Rogue.
Okay, so here is, what have we got? We got a couple strong ninja cards here. There's the Untamed and the Tiger Tamer.
I think I see a Wounding Blow.
Yeah, and there's a Wounding Blow and an Emissary.
Yeah.
There's also a Bastion here as well. And not a whole lot else.
Yeah, so you've got 2 really strong ninja commons. So if you're passing one of those, you're kind of scared that your left, not scared, but you know that one of your left is going to be a ninja.
Yeah.
But if I was thinking this, I slam a Wounding Blow.
Yeah, I think Wounding Blow is fantastic. It's, you know, it blocks for 3, and it's amazing rate and attack end. So it's basically very close to Emissary on the attack, but also blocks for 3.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. And it plays well in all three heroes.
Yeah, again, very high pick for me.
Yeah.
Definitely at its best in Ninja.
Exactly.
But yeah.
Yeah. Which, again, you're a little bit scared of because you passed 2 Ninja cards and you picked a card that's kind of a little bit of Ninja. But you don't hate playing a Red Wind and Blow in any class.
Yeah, exactly. It blocks for 3, so I'm happy to play it wherever.
Yeah. And
we're just waiting on slow Dennis.
I'm the guy on what is it, on Runaways with 4 packs every time.
Yeah. All right. Sorry about this, guys. My camera angle wasn't perfect. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
But okay, here we're looking at all of the picks. And
show us what color it is at least in that.
I'll get there. So the other illusionist card was a rare. So an illusionist card has been taken out of this pack. So I'm pretty sure that you've taken probably a Wax Inspector at this point. So my main considerations are, well, firstly, I'm almost certainly going to be Ninja or Assassin. So my considerations are, do I take the Ninja card or do I take one of these generics that doesn't really keep me open? If I take one of these generics and I pass another good Ninja card, there's no way I can be Ninja.
Yeah.
So if I take one of the generics, I'm Assassin, or if I take the Ninja card, I'm Ninja. Now I've passed 2 really good Ninja cards. So the consideration is, do I want to be Assassin? But I guess my main thought was that Breed Anger is the best of the 3 cards, and that if I take a Ninja card here, it shows the person I've just passed to that I've taken Ninja.
Yeah.
So they may have just taken a Ninja card that I passed them, but now I passed them a pack that shows that I've taken one.
Yep.
So they because they've taken it in pick 2, they could very easily abandon it. And then that's good for me. I've just passed a pack and gotten the Ninja card out of it swept up so that other people won't go Ninja if I can get them off it.
Yeah, there's really good logic there. Yeah.
So I'm still not sure if it was right, the combo card versus the homage probably, that would have put me in Assassin. And now looking at these 2 Assassin cards, I'm like, I wish I had not taken the Ninja card.
Yeah. These are the 2 best Assassin attacks here.
Yeah.
Right? Do you think about pivoting right here?
Yeah, it's hard because I've just sent a Ninja signal. I know that you're an illusionist, so I think it's a really high consideration here, taking the Assassin cards. But it's like, if I take one, I'm passing another super high Assassin card, so I know I'm going to be fighting. So I opt to take the Chi, but to be honest, if I was in this seat again, I probably would have taken one of those Assassin cards. I think that pick was wrong.
Yeah.
I think I shouldn't have taken the Transcend card there.
I think given that you took Breed Anger last pack, I would have taken the Chi here.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you stay a bit more open in the previous pack, you slam.
Yeah, moral of the story, I probably should have stayed a little bit more. I could have taken, ultimately I could have taken the Bastion or the Transcend card before and still gone into Ninja if it was definitely that open. So I think maybe I should have done that.
Yeah. This pack here, all the class cards as far as you know are still here.
Yeah.
Equipment is gone, I believe. So not much information.
So it's a pretty weak pack as well. My considerations are Bastion versus, I can't remember what that red card is. I call it Yellow Untamed because that's basically what it is.
Water the seeds.
Water the seeds, yeah, okay.
It makes your dagger +1, by the way. And all of your auras if you're illusionist.
Yeah, true. It's like what Untamed is for Ninja, but exactly. So now I'm seeing more amazing Assassin cards, and I'm like, what have I done? How great would it have been to be the Assassin seat right now?
I agree.
But I probably just have to suck it up. Like, at this point, can I really pivot? Am I going to pivot for an equipment? That is the consideration. I decide to suck it up, but again, I'm not sure. Maybe I should have pivoted there.
Take a red wind chakra there. How do you rate that card?
I think it's fine. I think it's decent. But yeah, it's not as good as most of the red commons. Yeah. But I think it still blocks 3, so it's a perfectly acceptable pick.
Yeah, it's like a nimblism.
And now there's a hits in this pack. Like, how punished could I possibly be? Yeah. This is getting ridiculous. I'm hard signaled into Assassin here. and I've been taking ninja cards. And if I go assassin, I'm gonna be fighting with people that have taken these hard assassin cards. But at the same time, there's no good ninja cards in this pack. I think this is the point where maybe I do have to suck it up and be open to just throwing away my picks and going into assassin here. I do still have quite a few generic picks, so I'm not giving up that much to be assassin. And I do think in this draft format you can pivot like this. So ultimately I make the decision that I'm going to take the hiss and pivot into assassin.
Right, interesting. Yeah, I think that's a good call. I probably would have pivoted a couple of picks earlier.
Yeah, I think I probably should have,
But, it's hard. You're so, you've wasted, in our minds, we've quote-unquote wasted some picks, right?
Yeah,
you just don't want to...
Yeah, definitely, having to throw away some things. So I think in the rest of this draft, I've decided mentally, I think, that I'm pivoting into assassin, but I need to be open to still being ninja if I figure out that there's two other assassins at the table. So when I receive my table pack, I really need to figure out if there are two other assassins at the table, because I don't want to be a third assassin. I'd rather just be ninja at that point.
I think being the third assassin, you're just guaranteed to 1-2 or 0-3. Your power level is so weak.
Yeah, well, especially if I'm going into assassin at the end, and I have passed high playable assassin cards. So I've almost certainly passed two people into assassin, but it's whether they got pushed out by the other one. If the seats I was passing to went assassin, and then the second one got pushed out by the first one, that's what I'm looking for, and then I'll be assassin for sure.
And here you're taking
gravekeeping, just absolutely amazing for assassin. So,
good at ninja too, so you're still kind of towing the line between the two here.
So I've still got I've got plenty of generics. I can still be either.
And worth noting that pack, you're still more the assassin commons still there. And I think this is one pick before your wheel pack.
Yeah, this is my wheel pack here, I believe. Yeah. So this is my wheel pack. Two assassin commons in the pack. And then
the Bastion still.
Yeah, both the ninja cards are gone. This is the pack that had an emissary, and I took the wounded bull out of.
Both ninja cards are gone.
It had an assassin equipment in it though, right? So that's one assassin card that's gone, but none others, I think.
Interesting. You still choose to stay open here.
Yeah. What did I just take?
You took the yellow Bastion.
Okay.
I think I would have taken the blue intimate inducement there.
Okay.
Just to pretty much say, right, I'm gonna commit now.
Yeah, I feel like it's not much of a trade-off though. Yellow Bastion's still a good card, so I feel like I'm not having to trade much. And again, I've done the same thing there. I took that over a blue hex for the same sort of thing. It's not much of a downgrade. In fact, I quite like that blue, to be honest.
They're good blues and good picks. I think my only consideration is it at all possible to push the assassin on my left out of assassin? Or send a slight signal that it's not as open as they think it is, because when they receive those wheel packs.
So the interesting thing here, this was the pack that had, I'm pretty sure this was the pack that had it had the two assassin cards and the assassin equipment. So 3 assassin cards were taken out of that pack. So now I'm so scared right now. I'm like, okay, I just want to be ninja again.
You're just confused,
I'm not confused. I don't want to be assassin. I don't want to fight with 3 people. Potentially be a 4th assassin in the draft. That is not where I want to be at all.
Yes. So reviewing your picks here, you've got an arm piece, which is pretty good for ninja. Couple of good cards. Honestly, your deck is just off the generics. Is pretty good.
It's a lot of generics, right? So,
which is interesting. With this set, you can just build a deck of generics, especially for ninja.
It's so easy to stay open. I kind of, I went ninja pretty early. I went into assassin, and now I've gone back into ninja, and that's what. And I did that right at kind of the tail end of pack 1. which is what I find is really possible. Being able to kind of pivot around.
Yeah, pivot around and back up a ninja.
Yeah, back up a ninja. I think ultimately, like, seeing that pack, knowing that 3 assassin cards were taken out of that pack around the table, just makes me too scared. Like, yeah, sure, one of them could have been taken as a hate pick, but even at that point, there's probably 2 other assassins at the table, and I really don't want to be the 3rd assassin.
Right.
I'd rather be the ninja and hope that I'm in a 2 ninja pod, which is still possible. It's unlikely. It does look like it's probably going to be a 2 illusionist pod, but I'm very sure that there's at least 2 assassins.
Yeah,
so,
and I think...
there's a chance of there being 3.
Yeah. Would you rather be the 4th Zen than the 3rd assassin?
No, I'd rather be the 3rd assassin at that point, I think. Yeah, but I think it's pretty unlikely for there to be 3 other Zens at the table.
Yeah. Cool.
But yeah, just the fact that there's a chance that I could be the 4th assassin really scares me.
Yeah, you would literally be unplayable at that point, just be daggering everyone.
Yeah.
Alright, on to your pack 2.
Yep, there we go. I got you Majestic.
Majestic, I need that for my Vincent deck.
One of your favourite classes,
Rest in pieces. Straight away you got the red Tiger Form Incantation.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, so this is exactly what I wanted to open. This is what my deck needs, is kind of powerful red cards, chain starters. And then, 2 very powerful assassin cards again to make the rest of the table keep fighting over assassin.
Yeah, that's actually kind of
good. It's good for me, yeah.
If there was still one person that was like towing the line, which
which still happens. It still happens at the starter pack too, for sure. There are people that are open enough that like they could be past a venomous bite there and jump straight in.
Yeah.
So, and if they jump out of ninja to jump in, that is great for me.
That's great for you.
Yeah.
But yeah, how good to just open exactly what you want.
Yeah. Couldn't have asked for much better there under that pack. So.
Pack with someone slow on your left. There we go.
Okay. So
Harmony of the Hunt.
Again, exactly what I'm looking for. Basically 1-drop chain starter reds. But there is the big shoes there as well. So. So for me, I think this is super 50-50. Obviously, the shoes is like the best equipment that I can get. But then my deck really needs Harmony. It's like the exact card that I wanted to be passed as well. So, I'm just really 50-50.
Yeah. Interesting. I think if I were you, I would just slam the shoes.
Yeah.
But the red Harmony, as you say, it's so strong.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's a similar pick to the illusionist one, right? Yeah. There's a chance that another ninja already has shoes, or there's a chance, there is that off chance that even if they don't, they take that shoes, which means the next shoes is going to get passed around or whatever. So I think early in pack 2, it's a reasonable consideration. If this was pack 3, no way, I'd be slamming the shoes all day.
Yeah.
But I cannot get greedy twice in a row.
No.
I think it's easily mask there.
Yeah. Oh, red pouncing cheese straight away.
Yeah. Red pouncing
probably
keys.
The best common, right?
Yeah, it is.
It's the best card.
The best ninja common, possibly the best ninja common / rare.
Yeah. Other than Chase the Tail with Majestic.
Well, that's Majestic. Yeah. But I think it probably beats out all of the rares. Yeah.
I agree. I like it more than Chi Unleashed even.
Yeah. So do I. Yeah. So very happy to take that there. And be past that. I want at least 2 of those in every Zen deck.
Yeah, great. And you had just picked up the Mask as well, which plays really well together with the Pouncing Chi. Even if you just had one, technically you've got 2.
Yeah. So Mask isn't like a super high pick for me. Obviously, all equipment's a real high pick for me here at this point because I want to complete my equipment. But I think when you have a deck, when you're in the situation that I'm in, where I was started Zen and then jumped into Assassin and then jumped back into Zen, and my deck's not like super powerful, Mask gets a lot better. Yeah. When I desperately need to get, I'm not certain that I'm going to have multiple red pouncing keys or key unleashed or whatever, so I need to recycle them.
Yeah, and here Wind Chakra, just the blue block 3 is really good. Turns on Transcend cards.
Yeah, but also, really good late game for that reason as well. It can be a blue block 3 that also attacks 3 in the late game as a blue, which is just an incredible rate.
If you've got a couple of them, like late game pitch stacking it with a chi.
Yeah.
Like, your whole deck is blue, but you can still have like a pretty massive turn.
You're such an olden player.
Pitch stack, baby!
Yeah. Alright, so here's a really interesting pick. So as I said, I rate equipment super high from this point, and I really want to make sure I complete my equipment. Taking a red breed anger versus legs. Now, personally, I think breed anger is probably one of the most overrated commons. I'm not it's good. It's still a 1 for 4 or whatever, but it doesn't have go again a lot of the time, and the other ability of it making another tiger,
it's pretty irrelevant.
Pretty irrelevant. You very rarely get any value out of that tiger. Obviously, getting the 0 for 4s there, fantastic. But so breed anger is not very high on my pick list.
Interesting. And you take I would have gone a greedy and gone breed anger and just like prayed to
get the ninja shoes. No, I mean that's fair. And if I get past the tiger shoes, I'm just going to take it anyway. Yes, I give up a pick there. But in this format, you often have more than 30 playables. You're able to give up some of those picks. But then if I don't get past that, I desperately want to have that shoes.
Yeah.
So.
And droplet here is pretty good for a blue, 0 for 4. And it plays really well with the shoes you just took, actually, the go again shoes.
Yeah, it plays amazingly well with that, So, means I can give my breed anger go again.
You don't even need to make a tiger. And there's someone on your left just really tanking on their last fifth to last pick.
Yeah, so what do you think of my deck at this point? How are we feeling?
I'm feeling way better than the inner pack one.
Yeah.
I don't hate it anymore.
Oh, okay.
What is that? Yellow flex claws?
Yeah.
But you definitely still want a few more power cards, I think.
Definitely. I think, basically 0 for 4 red cards are what I'm going, what I really want to get here. And then just,
interesting. You actually take the 1 for 2 over the blue Blanche.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think personally I would have taken the Blanche there, but just very minor differences.
I don't have a whole lot of blue go-agains yet.
Yeah.
So, in order to transcend, if you have a look here, I actually have very few, which is the reason I took it here, very few blue starters to be able to transcend with. So, I feel like that's what put me over the edge for the blue flex claws. If I already had blue untamed and a few sort of things like that, then definitely I'll take the Blanche. But I think right now in the deck as it is, the blue flex claws is better for me. Yeah,
and just reviewing your packs. It's not bad. You got a few 0 for 4s, some starters, pouncing chi. You got a couple of equipment. It's looking pretty good.
Yeah, it's looking all right for the end of pack 2. I've got a decent amount of 0 drops, which I really like in Ninja. Zen, you tend to get a little bit clumped on one cost sometimes, and so really in my Zen decks I only want to draft about 8 1 costs, and then I want the rest to be blues, good blues ideally, and then 0 costs.
Yeah, gotcha.
So I've got enough 0 costs there that I'm kind of at the right amount, sitting comfortable.
You're probably looking for at least one more chi card in terms pack 3 here.
Yeah, what 1 to 2. Two would be nice.
Yeah, cool. Let's get into it then.
All right.
Alright, final pack, Matthew.
Here we go. We need a little bit out of this pack.
Yeah, a bit of help.
A little bit of help. Okay.
Okay, you got a Blessing of Chi, 0 for 4, Nimble Strike, but you have no Nimbleisms.
Yeah, no Nimbleisms. I mean, I've got an Emissary, right? Which is exactly what I was looking for. 0 for 4s.
Yeah.
That's what I'm really happy with. And I feel like I'm in a good spot to potentially table this Blessing here as well.
Spoiler alert.
We've watched your draft now, so we know why that didn't happen. But I was thinking I was in a good spot to table that. Which I would have quite liked in my deck.
So you're receiving okay, so I'm passing you these cards again.
Yeah.
Getting a Transcend card, which you need, Breed Anger, probably just a homage here, right?
Yeah, I think so. I think, as I said, I wanted sort of 1 to 2 more Transcend cards. So I think the homage is, as we said before, one of the best ones in all of the decks. So I'm happy to take that. Also takes a good card off an opponent as well.
Yeah. I think, Pack 3 a lot of the time, everyone's scrapping for their last chi. They're like, please! And then you just take that away from them.
Yeah. Alright. And there we go. That's what we wanted to see. That's what we wanted to get past.
Skillful Rogers.
Hey, it was all planned.
Chess piece which you don't have, and again, spoiler, that's not coming back. But Pouncing
How many of you hated that chess piece off me as well? Oh my gosh, you've ruined this draft for me. My deck could have been amazing.
You would have looked so smart.
I know, I would have had the 2 pouncing keys there, I would have had the blessing, the chess piece, everything.
Yeah,
would have actually all come together in the end.
Yeah,
if it wasn't for these meddling kids.
Might have actually had a 3-0 deck.
But getting that pouncing key is just massive there. That's exactly what I want. But then in this pack, it's not exactly what I want.
I mean, the blue Tiger form or the Transcend's not bad.
It's a blue block 3. The Transcend is like the worst one. And I was at the point where I don't really need another Transcend. Like, it'd be fine to have another one.
Blue Chi Unleashed isn't terrible.
Yeah, well, I'm quite a big fan of Blue Key Unleashed, to be honest. I think it's, like, it is one of the better blues.
Exactly.
The fact that it's a blue that you can search that attacks for 5.
Yeah.
I'm really happy with that.
Like, you can play it off a full blue hand.
Yeah.
Like, off a chi and everything. It's still pretty good.
Yeah. Obviously, I prefer red, but hey, we don't always get exactly what we want.
Yeah. And at this point, you're just like, please, 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 don't have 2 ninjas to your right.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, man. It looks like I'm tanking a bit here.
Yeah, you're what, picking between your waxing specs.
What do I choose?
You being a 1 of 2. Yeah, were you a 1 of 2 in the end?
Yeah, so this pod ended up 1 of 2. It was a 2-3-3, I believe. Yeah.
So there were 3 assassins, so I definitely did correctly end up in ninja there rather than being the 4th assassin.
Yeah, that would have been a train wreck.
Oh yeah, there were such powerful assassin cards in this pod. So if I wanted to be it, I had to be it much earlier.
Yeah, and here you go. Oh, that's what I wanted to wheel.
Yeah, that's what you wanted to wheel. Well, maybe I hate it there.
Hindsight, eh?
Yeah.
Blue 3 block.
Pack has pretty much nothing for me. Happy with just a blue block 3. I actually need a few more blues anyway.
Yeah.
I'm kind of at a point where a few more blues would be good. So just any random blue block 3 is fine.
Probably just do you ever take the yellow Chi Unleashed here?
Pouncing Key? Yeah, I think I don't mind yellow Pouncing Key. It still often attacks for 3, a 1 card 3. It's just about if I think I'm going to table enough blues here, which I'm pretty sure I am.
Yeah,
so I think it's fine to take it.
Yeah. Yeah, Blue Untamed.
Okay, Blue Untamed here.
Or block 3.
Yeah, block 3, block 3 yellow. Now, I think that yellow is terrible, but there is a consideration to take it if I think I'm in a 3 ninja pod, or where I kind of want the block in the mirror.
Interesting.
So I just take that literally as a mirror card. It is not going to make my main deck, but it's a sideboard card just for the mirror.
I see.
Yeah.
And with new being in this format, it's quite interesting, isn't it? Do you ever pick extra blues just because you have to side out? Like, you have to side out, let's say, Blue Untamed or Harmony of the Hunt against...
Yeah, well, that's another reason to take the yellow Breed Anger there as well, is I will side... I'll need to side out, like, probably at least 1 blue, and to side in a yellow block 3 is perfect for the new matchup as well. So it's a sideboard card literally for Ninja and new.
Yeah. So that's so interesting, isn't it? Because you're like, I take this middling card, so I don't have to play my actual kind of better cards.
Yeah, I know.
But it makes it so interesting.
Yeah, having a few sideboard slots there to be able to board out your blues is pretty important if you have decent blues for them to play.
Yeah. And here I think is 2, 3, 4. No, we've passed your wheel already.
Yeah, we already passed my wheel, so it's kind of the dregs here, to be honest.
Yeah. Blue Nimble Strike, not what you want to be.
Yeah, it just is what it is.
Harmony of the Hung.
I think I just prefer the blue Flex Claws here. Again, I don't actually have a huge amount of them, so it allows me to turn on my Transcend cards. The Harmony, I guess I would take as more of a sideboard card for against Illusionist. Okay, I took the Harmony, there we go. So I must have decided I had enough blues and I wanted the sideboard card against Illusionist.
Yeah. How many blues are you trying to pick up anyway in Zen?
Like I'm happy to play 15.
Okay.
So I'm sort of on the sort of 13 to 15 mark is where I want to be, but yeah, I'm not unhappy with 15.
Undertow Stilettos third to last pick.
Yeah.
And 2 blue block 3s. It's actually kind of...
Yeah, well, I'm really considering hating this. So it all is down to how many playables I have.
Yeah.
If I have enough playables and I know I'm going to get like maybe one more blue in the next 2 picks, in my last 2 picks, then I'm probably in a spot where I can hate this. Versus do I desperately need the playable if somebody hates out the other cards I'm hoping to table and I don't get another card and I decide to not take the risk. Yeah.
Scared, man.
But I did table the blue. So
instant
it was like,
regret.
yeah,
Another
instant
blue.
regret and the other blue as well. So, is what
you
it is.
never know, right?
Yeah. Sometimes you take the risk and you get there and sometimes you don't.
Yeah, you just know that assassin on your left is cheering.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the assassin on my left probably already has one, so whatever, it's fine.
True, yeah. Alright, what do you think of your deck?
Yeah, I think it's like fine, not great. I think it's what I ultimately ended up having to be because of the way I drafted. I think if I don't take the Breed Anger pick 2, or if I take the assassin, one of the assassin cards by like pick 3, my deck would have probably looked a lot better. And I could have been assassin without there being 3 assassins at the table. I think by the way I drafted, I left it too late, and so I couldn't be assassin. And so how it ended up was fine. I think this deck has a decent chance of a 2-1. But probably not in a 3-0 this pod.
Yeah, because...
because you are? Yeah.
Alright.
Oh, you
did?
Yeah.
No, we didn't even play out 3 games.
Oh, really?
No, we just played 2 rounds and left, right?
Yeah.
Let's go to dinner or something. Oh, no, Armory was starting. Alright.
Yeah, quick draft your box before Armory it was.
Exactly.
Yep.
Alright. What do you think of your deck?
Yeah, I think it's all right.
Yeah.
I think it's like maybe like a 5 or 6 out of 10.
Yeah.
I think like if I had maybe not taken the second pick Breed Anger or taken one of the assassin cards by like 3rd pick, I think it could have looked a lot better. If I was an assassin before putting other people into an assassin too hard, then I think my spot might have been better than it ended up being. But given where I was, basically given how I drafted, I think I had to be Zen there, and I think that I got a lot of the things I was looking for, but just didn't get a huge amount of power.
Yeah. And I think it's a deck, like, it's solid. And you're looking to really, at the end of the day, outplay your opponents in the draft, and pretty happy to go 2-1-3. Hopefully, if you pray hard enough.
If I pray hard enough, I get 3 yeah, I think that's probably quite unlikely. I do think my deck's set up reasonably well versus Illusionist, which is nice, because there's 2 Illusionists in the pod, so they are going to be the better decks. And then I have alright stuff for the new matchup as well. I don't have amazing blues, so that's always an advantage.
My deck sucks, so you can't play it against me.
But also in the Zen mirror, I have a lot of block 3s as well. So like I think my deck has decent plans into each of the matchups.
Yeah, and I think this pod, this draft ended up, you were Zen, on your right was Enigma, and then there was another Zen directly after, on the right of that.
Yeah,
I think that's how it worked out.
I was passing to a Nu, and then it was Zen. Yeah, so I was sandwiched between Nu and Enigma. Yeah, it was Enigma, Zen, Nu, and then Zen. Yeah.
So you kind of you were in a rough spot.
A little bit.
But I mean, it came out like it was fine.
Yeah.
And I think with my deck, I'll be disappointed to 2-1.
I think so too. Yeah.
And so. I mean, it really just goes to show sometimes you just open a good card and things just fall your way.
Yeah, open Wax Inspector and just sit.
Like, I mean, I feel like there's there's a lot of intricacies that we talked about.
Yeah.
A lot of the time, it is luck is a big component.
I think you played your seat and very, very well. I think it was a masterclass of Enigma. I think that you took a lot of the important things. You thought about what you were going to table. You took some risks. One of them didn't pay off, unfortunately, with the arm piece. But your deck was an arm piece away from being just insane.
Yeah.
So.
Even like I think not even having the majestic bombs, I'm like happy with that deck.
Yeah.
You don't need those. You just have a really, really solid deck. Yeah, and it's
you're still going to lose to Morago though.
Yeah. Please, can we ban cards unlimited?
Yeah. Well, I was actually thinking that, like literally, I was like, well, for Pro Tour it's interesting because they seed all of the packs.
Right.
They could actually ban Morago for the Pro Tour. Like they could just take Morago out of every pack and replace them.
Why did LSS?
Hey, it's an idea.
Hey,
Morago is a very unfun card to play.
It's actually broken.
There was literally a draft where I was Zen, and in pack 3, I opened a Morago, and I just immediately switched. I was like, if I play Crack Baubles, my deck is probably still going to be better.
Yeah.
Like with Morago, this card is so ridiculously powerful that like I think it's fine to switch. I had enough generics. I ended up getting exactly 30 cards, so I didn't have to play a Crack Bauble, and then my deck was just stupid because I had Morago. And a bunch of block 3s.
Yeah. No, I had a similar situation where, and I was an illusionist the whole time, but I played a mirror where I used my action point turn 0 because I had to.
Yeah.
And then my opponent played out 2 red waxing specters on my turn 0, and I'm like,
oh my god, game over. Yeah,
it's game over.
Complete game over.
And I was on 4 health by like turn 4, and I drew my Moragai.
And they were on 20.
They were on 20. I think they were on 21 because of homage. And then a few turns later, I was attacking Moragai for 18 go again into a Rage Spectre for 6.
Yeah.
And then it was just over. It was like, it's actually broken.
Yeah.
So,
funny you said that. In that exact draft that I had switched to Illusionist pack 3 in the mirror, I was 3 life versus 20.
Yeah.
He had 4 auras in play. I had 0. And then I played Moragai and I won that game easily, handily. I completely came back in a game where I was so absurdly behind, nothing should ever be able to save me in a game of Flesh and Blood. But Moragai does things.
And welcome to the Moragai Hate Room podcast. Clearly, we've been traumatized.
People were out on Twitter being like, hey, ban Scavs's last format and ban this. We're like, ban Moragai from draft.
Oh my god. I swear to god, if I go to Nats, I'm like 3-0 in CC or whatever, sit down, first game of Limited, my opponent slams down Moragai, I'm just going to go home.
No, I think I've gotten to the point where I'll take a Moragai in any pack, no matter what. I mean, I have to take it to hate it anyway, because I'm just never going to beat it. Yeah. But if I ever see a Moragai at any point in the draft, I'm taking it over 100%. Everything.
Yeah, even if it means I have to play Crack Bauble. Yeah, I will take it.
Yeah, and you'll switch pack 2 and even pack 3.
Yeah. Well, pack 3. If I have enough generics, I'm not that ballsy.
Yeah,
but I could consider it. Yeah.
I think there's actually a decent number of spots where I would still switch pack 3.
Yeah.
For a Moragai, I think as long as you have as long as you have enough generics, I think you can.
Is it on
and
that topic?
You often do. You often do have enough generics. So.
Yeah. Are there any other cards that are that strong?
No.
Okay.
No. Not in this form. I mean, Moragai is just so many levels higher than any other card.
Can you think of any, obviously Moragai, any other card that just class locks you straight away?
The other Illusionist Majestics.
All of them?
Yeah, all of them.
Maybe not 3 visits, but Rage Spectre's pretty strong.
Yeah, Rage Spectre's super strong. The Transcend Majestic.
Oh my god.
That card is ridiculous.
Even the cats thing as well, it's pretty broken.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I mean, all of them are pretty nuts and limited, the Transcend Majestic.
Yeah. I actually did have a really interesting spot today. I did another draft where calling champion Darren Ying was sitting on my right, and he's an ex-poker player. We call this, but he gave me a really strong live towel. He opened his pack and he went, whoop, slammed a card down, and he passed it to me, and I got the pack, and there was one of the rares was missing, and so I had to tank. because essentially there was no information except the rear was missing, and but based on his response and knowing the set, it's most likely a majestic.
An illusionist majestic.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I went straight into assassin, and he pack one rage spectre.
Yeah.
So, but I think that's actually quite an interesting point, that if a rare is missing, obviously you have no way of knowing if it's majestic.
Yeah.
But if the rare is missing, pack one there, other than the generics like Blanche or something like that, it's more likely that your right is going into
illusionist. Yeah, I think so as well. I think actual etching is a huge slam dunk first pick as well in red. So like if I get past a pack with a red bastion or a red wounding blow, or something really high pickable like that, and there's a rare / majestic missing, I'm pretty much going to assume that they've taken an illusionist card. Yeah, like I'm almost at that level.
Yeah, cool, nice. Secret tips.
There you go.
Thank you. Cool. All right, and that's our draft.
Yeah, there's some limited content.
Yeah, hope you guys learned something from the ramblings, and hopefully that it's helpful.
Yeah, well, I mean, US Nats is what, like tomorrow or something?
Please get this video out on time.
Yeah, so hopefully we'll have this loaded up just before US Nats.
Yeah.
And you'll be able to have a quick look through some drafts the night before you go and draft.
If not, between day 1 and day 2, just a quick study. Yeah. But no, good luck. Everyone playing in Nationals over the next month, good luck to me more so than you. You don't need the luck, you have the skill to back it. But to everyone playing Nationals,
it's going to be a lot of fun, and our next episode will be after that. So after we've crowned a new national champion.
Need to play some CC.
Oh yeah, well, hey, I mean, if your draft ends up like that, you're going to get pretty carried. So just don't play trash deck.
I will try. Anyway, we'll see you next time just before Pro Tour Amsterdam. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you have any suggestions, what you would like to see, just let us know.
Cool.
Otherwise, this was FAB with Matt.
We don't have a jingle.
We don't have a jingle yet?
No, we're out on a jingle.
Next time we'll have a jingle for you.